boring as fuck teachers, emo kids walking their partners on leashes, running as soon as the lunch bell rings so you can get your hands on that oh so delectable chicken patty sandwich, bomb threats getting sent over iMessage games. This is high school. Now in the past on this channel, I mainly discuss fast food, a subject that I'm very fond of. But one thing I've neglected to talk about is the thing that happens after eating. Shitting yourself. Now usually this isn't something noteworthy to talk about on its own, but I thought it would be important to discuss one of the biggest hurdles to shitting yourself, which is shitting at school. I've begun to think back on my high school experiences, my trials and tribulations, and of all of them, I remember the one that tormented me the most was taking a shit in school. You see, I had the unfortunate fate of dealing with an affliction, a terrible condition, which is called bubble guts. And because of this problem, I have the recollection of constantly needing to take a shit, especially during class time. While everyone was focusing on George Washington fighting the British and losing his teeth because of syphilis, I was too busy trying not to make the entire floor turn into a brown version of Columbine. Just shit everywhere. So yeah, I have a lot of experience taking a shit in school, and I thought that I could share some tips for those of you who are still in school and may find yourselves needing to let it go in the middle of hell. Now for those of you who didn't live in the US or lived in a place where your school could afford amenities such as stall doors, let me set the scene for you. Hey y'all. This video is brought to you by 𝖘𝖎𝖙. 𝖘𝖎𝖙 is a place where you can go to meet fat bitches and fuck. What? If you use my code Danky, you can get 10 free hookups. You guys want to see the money they gave me? 10 free hookups. That shit's crazy. They're never gonna do that shit again. So go to 𝖘𝖎𝖙.com/DankyMarsupil/ I don't know what the fuck. I need to check the email again. Back to the bum ass video. I'm getting paid, baby. You see, the average high school bathroom consists of 3 main obstacles that limit it from being the place where I can expel the 2-pack Uncrustables I had for lunch. One is the lack of stalls. Second is the lack of toilet paper. Honestly, I don't know how, but every time without fail, this will happen like twice a week. I'll go for a shit in the stall during the middle of class, and as I do my business, I look to my left and there's no toilet paper. I don't know if when George Washington and his pals sat down and wrote the Declaration of Independence and added the Bill of Rights, they forgot to add toilet paper as one of them, because it's never a guarantee that you're gonna get it. I probably would know if it was in a constitution, but every time we went over in class, instead of listening, I was too busy needing to take a shit. So yeah, no toilet paper is annoying. And the last one is the class stitchers. These motherfuckers are the biggest menaces, and they're the reason I dreaded taking this shit in school every day. They would be constantly in the restroom taking a break from the geometry class, acting like they were stationed in Nam, smoking on their vapes just to take the stress out. I could not get any peace of mind whenever these motherfuckers were in the bathroom, because if I got just a little bit too comfortable and made a noise, that was it. It would be the end of everything. I would just get trampled. So as you can see, using the restroom at school has many trials and tribulations that need to be overcome. And I'm here to help y'all by giving you some tips that can help to alleviate these problems. First one is reconnaissance. Shitting at school, just like any covert operation, requires you to scope out the surroundings before you approach it. I recommend before there even comes a time for you to need to use the restroom, you should take the time to look around and search for spots that are most viable for shitting. The name of the game is low foot traffic. So places that you know that have the lowest number of people visiting are generally the best spots. I remember back in my school, I would notice that the 2 places that people visited the least out of the whole campus was the auditorium and the gym. So lo and behold, I checked the restrooms and they were completely empty. These were the most pristine restrooms imaginable. You would have thought they had just built these hoes and I was the first person to use them. So those 2 would become my go-to spots. I would always use them when I had the chance. So you need to become familiar with these comfort spots and use them whenever possible. And also, whenever you use any restroom, you need to make sure that there's at least some adequate toilet paper before you go and use it. Because the last thing you want to happen is after you're done taking a shit, you turn to your left and there's no toilet paper. So then now you gotta get up, keep your pants around your ankles, and shift to the next stall as fast as possible. But anyway, you don't always get the chance to use these spots. So that's why you should move over to tip 2, which is going during class. So similar to the last tip, you want to limit your class dumps to only during class time. And the reason for that is because during class time is the time where everyone is stuck inside class. And the only people that go to the bathroom to use it are the people who are excused, which is only like 1 or 2 at a time, because teachers are pretty stingy about who gets to leave in the middle of class. So by all means, you should try to avoid using the restrooms during the dismissal period, because that's when everyone's trying to go at the exact same time. And it's very likely they're going to use up all the stalls, or they're going to loiter in the bathroom until class starts. Usually if people do decide to stick around the bathrooms, they'll get snuffed up by security, or they'll just get bored and leave eventually. But sometimes there are those sneaky motherfuckers who decide to fight it out and stick around even when you're trying to go. So in these situations, when you're forced to confront these motherfuckers, you're gonna need to go into stealth mode. These are the most critical situations, where every minute movements and minute bowel contractions make an impact on whether you're getting away with your shit or getting showered with wet ass toilet paper or nutted on. First, you have to time your shit properly. Whenever someone steps out or the bathroom becomes empty for even a split second, that's when you need to let go as much as possible in that short amount of time. Also, you need to learn to mask your noises with the many sounds available. Many bathrooms have common sources of noise that can be used to minimize the noise you make with different levels of severity. We have the sound of sinks. These are the lowest level of noise suppression available. I would only recommend that you use this for the small tooths that only go above minus 15 decibels or less. Next is the toilet flush. Now the benefit of this one is that you have control over when it occurs. These, depending on the toilet model and the loudness of the flush, can be used for anything anywhere between the ranges of medium splashes, claps, and rumbles. The only problem with the toilet flush is that you only get a limited amount of uses before people get suspicious and wonder what the hell you're doing. The last one. Now this one is only available in some bathrooms, but if you can get it, it's very useful, are the electronic blow dryers. These ones are the godsend for shitting in a bathroom at maximum volume. When one of these are activated, you are free to let loose as much as possible. No one will ever hear a peep. I mean, they might smell that shit, but you will not raise any suspicion as long as that shit is going. So when it comes to masking the sound of your shits, these three are to be used interchangeably to get the shit done in as smooth a manner as possible. So now that you have all these tips, I want you to make it a mission next time to go into your school bathroom, choose the perfect stall, get inside, and take a hot shit, and feel the comfort of knowing you have all the knowledge necessary to get in and out of there as smooth as possible. So what can we take away from all this? Just shit at home, bro. Save yourself the trouble. Alright, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye. Ah, y'all thought the video was over, huh? Nah, bruh. I still gotta tell you about the time that I was using the restroom and this one dude came in and stole my J. Oh shit. Oh damn, I didn't think y'all would switch up this fast. Never mind, bro. I'll save it for later. Y'all can get back to what you were doing. I'll catch y'all later. Have fun beating your shit.